and welcome back to Race Recap. My name is Jackson. Sorry we're a little behind schedule. We're going to get back on it this week and be ready for the summer races. Now, it was last weekend we had the 106th running of the greatest spectacle in motorsports, the Indianapolis 500, which is 200 laps. And last year there were only 2 incidents. There were a lot more this year. The first caution was brought out when the 21 of Renus VK in the Ed Carpenter car, he spun out and hit hard backside into the outside wall in turn 2, and that caused a little bit of a fire. Must have broken the gearbox or something went wrong there. And then the second caution was when the 77 of Callum Ilott spun it around and hit driver's door into the outside wall once again in turn 2. He then slid down the backstretch and hit hard into the inside wall as well, and that actually did injure his wrist, and he would not be able to run the next race. And then the third caution was brought out when the 28 of Romain Grosjean had a similar incident driver's side into the turn 2 wall, but was able to keep it out of the inside wall. And the fourth caution when the 3 of Scott McLaughlin, again in turn 2. Turn 2 gave lots of trouble. It happened when the 3, Scott McLaughlin, he got up into the outside wall, then went through the short chute and hit hard once again for a second time into the outside wall. Fortunately, he was okay. And then during this last green flag pit cycle, with about 175 laps in, with about 25 laps left, Scott Dixon in the 9, who had been leading the whole race, he'd just been the dominant car, got a speeding penalty, and he had to come do a pass-through, and he was over the speed by 1 mile per hour, and that cost him the win of the 500. And then, with just about 5 laps left in the race, the 5th caution happened when the 48 of Jimmy Johnson had a solid day going inside the top 20 around there. He spun out and nosed it actually into the outside wall. It was an awkward angle. Fortunately, he was okay, but there was a red flag because they wanted to finish the race under green flag conditions. And unfortunately, that did not happen when they restarted with just a couple laps left, about 3 left. The 24 of Sage Karam hit the turn 2 wall pretty hard, with the right side of his car, and that did end the race under caution, which happened on the white flag lap. And Marcus Ericsson was leading at the caution flag during that time. He was battling out hard with Pato O'Ward, but Ericsson was able to win the Indy 500. So the top 10 here were Marcus Ericsson, Pato O'Ward, Tony Kanaan in the 1 car, Felix Rosenqvist, Alexander Rossi, the hometown boy, Connor Daly, and then 7th and 8th was the Elio Castroneves, the 4-time winner, and Simon Pagenaud, and then lastly Alex Palou and Santino Ferrucci. Always does good at Indianapolis. They rounded out top 10. DNF's next race, Jimmy Johnson, Scott McLaughlin, both out for accidents. Throttle issues for Colton Herta in the 26 car, and then Romain Grosjean, Callum Ilott, and Renus VK all out for the accident. Well, that's all for Race Recap. Come join us in about a little less than a week when we have the IndyCar drivers racing for the final time. I'll explain later, though, on the streets of Belle Isle.